Welcome everyone. Today I would like you introduce to our point of sale software. Our complete system working as the point of sale software in the checkout area in the till, and back office software operate on a back office computer in the backend area. So this is our back office, and this is our till system. For demo purpose, I am showing this system inside a VM, and the hardware is not connected. So I would like to show you each functionalities one by one. So for now, let's do some transactions in the POS screen. And this left part of the screen is static, so we can't do anything with this. And this right part of the screen we can customize everything. So which means we can assign a button from the back office. Let's say we can assign any button, and we can assign any function to that button. Let's say a function or what department. If you assign a department, we can specify which department and what action it must do when we touch that button. Also, let's say if we touch the tobacco button, we can specify it should go to its PLU products. For let's say for the grocery, so when we touch, so it should display a keyboard, so we can enter the amount manually and add a transaction. So these kind of functions we can specify. Also we can specify to go to sub departments when we touch the button. Also, I mean the department button. So let's do some transactions. So if you have a look on here, we have assigned a PLU for tobacco, but at the moment we don't have any PLU products in list for tobacco. It's showing an empty screen, but still we can enter an amount, let's say 250. And for the grocery, we can straight away go to the keyboard, because we have specified to show the keyboard when we touch grocery bag. So we have separate PLU function as well, we can be assigned. So let's coffee. So we can navigate departments and navigate the products, PLU products. We can display the pictures as well for department and the every single products. So we had to do it from the product menu here. So we can insert a picture and save it, and later we just send to the till. Okay, so now the payment due is 759. So if you go to payment button, so one more thing I will show you is we can plus the quantity and minus it. Also we can specify the quantity manually if the quantity is more. So now we can navigate the payment section. So if you navigate the payment section, this payment button gonna show the possible the note and coin combination values the customer gonna pay if you pay by cash only. These buttons are working for set to UK note and coins, but also it can be set to different country notes and coins. Let's say 100 rupees. So when we change the quantity, when you change the amount, the payment will also change its payment buttons. And I'm gonna show you the line void and transition void. So if you wanna void a single line, just select it and void it. So if you want to void a full transaction, just go to function and transaction void. And also I would like you point that all the buttons are secured with permissions. I mean, you can enable or disable for each staff. So let's say for no sale button, you can disable for a normal staff and enable for the manager. So most of the buttons you can enable, disable for each staff according to their role types. So now I would like to show you suspend and resume. So you can do unlimited suspend and resume with this POI screen. Let's say I'm gonna do a transaction, suspend it. I'm gonna do another transaction, alcohol £5. I'm gonna suspend this one as well. And now let's go to another transaction. So I'm gonna cash out this. Also, as I said you earlier, hardware is not connected, so please ignore any error because these are belongs to hardware. Change use 35 pence. So now I'm going to resume the transactions. So the transactions are displayed here. So I'm resuming this transaction. I'm cashing out this. Also payment, you can pay by card and cash. So you can pay cash and part card. So and voucher, and also it supports account kind of payments. So now I'm going to resume the last transaction. So if I press resume, it's going to resume the last transaction automatically because there's only one transaction left to resume. So we don't need to navigate again that resume screen. It's gonna resume the last transaction automatically. So I'm gonna cashing out that. You can type the PLU code as well. So if you you decide to place a keyboard in the top, or there's another button is give us a PLU input option as well. So I'll show you another time later. For now, I'll show you a price override functions. So I'm gonna override the price for this. Let's say I'm gonna override to $9.99. So now again, you can search products and you got customer functions. You can do loyalty cards. So for the loyalty cards, each card gonna have a barcode, and if you scan the barcode, the customer will be assigned to the transaction, or we can assign this manually as well. So if you go to customer functions, account payment, he can pay back, and newspaper payment, he can pay print newspaper bill. This is system support news round as well. So I'm gonna find a customer manually. You can find by name or postcode, but at the moment there's no customer set. But there's option to find by postcode or by name. and day shift close. The system support, sorry, shift report and day report. So shift mean each staff can do in morning and evening shifts, and day report usually taken in on end of the day. And safe drop, cash drop. Yeah, I mean you can do safe drop whenever you get the money, and it's gonna give a printout, and so when a staff put the money into the safe, he also can put a simple receipt, so which displays the time, date, and how much he gonna drop. And you could navigate the main menu, but also this system got a lot of other functions. It can be assigned, but at the moment this screen does not show all the functions which can be assigned. So there are some more function like product review. Let's see. Suspend, resume, minimize, credit card charge history, payout, refund, promotions, and also let me show you the refund transactions. So at the moment I am in a normal mode, so I'm gonna add a coffee. So if I go to refund mode, so 250 is a refund, so plus £1, 150 the change. So I can cash out that.